Hello, I'm Armita Carr, bilingual speech language pathologist, owner, and founder of New Horizon Therapy. Welcome back to Therapy Thursday, where we answer your questions or talk about a topic as it relates to speech or occupational therapy. Today, I have Miss Joselyn with us. She's going to talk to us a little bit about writing and what to look for and how to develop that and help your child with that area.
So I think something that's unknown, Armida, is that handwriting actually starts when we're babies and when we're infants. We go through this process called proximal distal development, which is we have more control over our proximal body, so our trunk and our arms. And as we grow, then those skills grow out distally away from the body, including those fingers and moving the wrist and manipulating things for like handwriting or tying our shoes or buttoning. A way to also help during that infant stage to get infants as ready as they can be for handwriting for like preschool or kindergarten is going to be through strengthening that proximal body. So strengthening our shoulder and our scapula. And a good way to do that is to make sure that that infants do go through that crawling process. Whenever we're putting weight on our hands through our shoulders and our scapula, that's when we're going to be strengthening that, which is also going to help those distal movements and control grow and develop. Another thing to do is doing as much like fine motor strengthening as you can through crafts and gluing and squeezing and using those utensils like tongs whenever kids are like 3 or 2 even. The stronger our muscles are in our hands, the better we're going to have a better grasp, and the more we're going to be able to have that endurance to write. Another good way to help is to use smaller crayons, because that's really going to promote that tripod grasp, which is what we want to see. So instead of kids having that hook, which isn't really functional, we want them to use those 3 fingers. And you can start as early as about 3 years old is when we start to see that tripod grasp coming in. It starts out static, which means that it's more of the arm doing the control of the writing utensil, and then it develops to a dynamic grasp, which is when those fingers are moving more. And another way you can promote this too is by having kids write on like a vertical surface or a slant board, or even writing over the floor. When we are going to have that elbow stabilized, and that's going to prohibit the whole arm moving, so it's going to promote more of that dynamic grasp. So that's another good thing to note. And another thing that we do really want kids to have going into that preschool or going into kindergarten is to have the foundation for writing, which is going to be our pre-writing skills and our pre-writing strokes. And this includes like our circles, our triangles, our squares, our X's. That way when kids do go on to writing, they already have like the curved lines, they already have like the sharp edges, they have those diagonal lines, so that handwriting can be easier. And also line formation. So when we are working with those pre-writing strokes, we want kids to start at the top, right? So that circle starting at the top, our triangles, so that when we are doing our A, we're not starting from under.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Jocelyn. And if you have, children that are having difficulties, I know it's a very important skill to have, especially before those the preschool or kindergarten years. So if you have any difficulties or your child is struggling and you don't know how to help, reach out, ask us questions, and we'll be more than happy to help. Thank you.
Bye.